Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm gonna answer the question, what business is best for an E2 visa? Now, it's very common for people that are considering an E2 investor visa to ask about what type of business they should invest in. And that's exactly what we're gonna discuss in this video, so make sure to stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, one of the things that we love to do is to record videos to keep you up to date with the latest immigration news and to provide you with helpful immigration tips. So if you're not yet a subscriber to our YouTube channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right away. Also, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube shares this video with more people. So as I mentioned, in today's video, we're going to answer the question, what business is best for an E2 visa? And to give you a quick spoiler, the answer is that it really depends on you. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. So first off, let's do a quick big picture overview of what the E2 visa is. The E2 visa is a special non-immigrant visa that allows citizens of certain countries that have an E2 treaty with the United States to invest in a business in the United States. So they can either invest in a brand new startup company or they can purchase an existing company. And based on making that investment, they can get an E2 visa to live in the United States and to operate their business. So this is a wonderful option for investors, entrepreneurs, business owners, and others to come to the United States and get the opportunity to operate their own business and grow their own business in the US. But again, oftentimes people don't have a clear idea of what type of business they want to invest in. And the goal of this video is to help you better understand what type of a business you should invest in. So with that, let's go into some of the specifics about the business requirements of the E2 visa program. So one of the main requirements as it pertains to the E2 visa is that you must invest in an active for-profit business. So we have two components here, active and for-profit. So active, basically it means that the business has to do some sort of an active commercial activity. It can't be some sort of like a passive business. So what's an example of a passive business? A passive business would be, for example, owning a home and just renting that home to a single tenant. That's not really an active business. That's more so like a passive investment. And that would not qualify for an E2 visa. What's an example of an active business would be like a restaurant. So that's just an example of a difference between an active business and a passive business. And again, the second prong that we just talked about is that the business must be a for-profit business. So again, we have for-profit businesses and we have non-profit businesses. What's an example of a non-profit? Like a charity of some kind. Your business for purposes of the E2 visa cannot be a non-profit. It must be a for-profit activity. It must be a for-profit business. So now that we've identified those two prongs, what we're left with is a whole lot of options. The reality is that for an E2 visa to qualify, you have so many different types of choices of businesses to invest in. You can invest in a franchise. You can do your own brand new startup company. You can purchase an existing business. Your business can be involved in some sort of a service, like you could do a cleaning business. You could do some sort of a retail store where you sell some sort of a product. You could do a restaurant or a cafe. There's so many options that you can choose from to qualify for an E2 visa. So this is why so many investors have decision fatigue. They don't really know what to invest in. So my goal is to help you at least identify some of the factors that you should consider when choosing what type of a business to invest in. As a quick disclaimer, I want to mention that this is not intended as investment advice. The purpose of this video is to help you identify some factors from an immigration standpoint to help you narrow down the types of businesses that you're considering. So the first thing that I want you to consider is, what do I feel comfortable doing? What do I think has a good chance of success, or that I reasonably foresee myself having success in? Now, this is a very important question to ask yourself. And the reason for this is that if you want to continue and extend and renew your E2 visa, you have to show that your business is not really small. Your business for E2 visa purposes cannot be a marginal enterprise. A marginal enterprise is a business that only provides enough for the E2 investor and their family. So when it comes time to renew your E2 visa, you have to show that your business is not a marginal enterprise. And to do that, your business has to have some level of success. So when you're choosing between different options for your E2 visa business, you want to choose a business that you feel confident that you can have success with. Again, so you want to ask yourself, what do I feel comfortable doing? What do I feel confident doing? What is a business that I feel like I can have success in? Because this is going to be important when it comes time to renew your visa. Again, that was factor number one. Now, the second factor, which is also highly important, is you want to ask yourself, how much can I invest in this business? Now, I'll tell you what I mean by this. So one of the key requirements to qualify for an E2 visa is that you must make a substantial investment in your E2 business. Now, the regulations do not specify what dollar amount is considered substantial. At our law firm, we recommend at least $100,000, but investments for less than that can also get approved. For example, we had a case where one of our clients got their E2 visa approved based on making an investment of $55,000. So again, we recommend $100,000, but investments for less than that amount can also get approved. Now, the reason that I want you to ask yourself this question about how much money can I invest in my business is because not all businesses are the same. For some businesses, an investor can go in and easily spend $100,000 to get that business operational. And for other businesses, it's a big struggle to figure out how you're going to spend money in that business. For example, let's say somebody is starting a restaurant. Getting a restaurant built and established can be very expensive. So there's a lot of room to invest money for somebody that's going to start a restaurant. Let's contrast that with some sort of a service-based business. For example, let's say somebody wants to start a tutoring company. They might have a very hard time figuring out what they're going to spend money on. They're probably going to need to get a computer. They're probably going to need to get a website. But after that, finding out a way to invest $55,000 or $100,000 can be a big challenge. So when you're considering what type of a business to invest in, you want to ask yourself, how much can I envision myself investing in this business? Again, as we discussed, there are certain businesses where it's very easy to invest money in that business. For example, imagine a business where you're selling some sort of a product. Let's say you're selling electronics. Every single piece of inventory that you purchase for your business can be considered as an investment in your business. So as you can see, in that instance, in that example, it's very easy to invest a large sum of money in your business. But there are some businesses where it's more of a challenge. Again, this video is not to discourage you from investing in some sort of a service-based business, because we have had clients that have had success investing in a service-based business. But you have to get creative in terms of how you're going to invest your funds. For example, you can invest towards marketing your company. You can invest in Google ads, and you can prepay a large portion of your marketing budget. And there's various other ways to get creative with how you're going to invest in your business. But it's important to start thinking about these things early so that you're not stuck down the line having picked a business that you absolutely have no way of investing in. So what have we talked about in this video? We talked about the fact that in order to qualify for an E2 visa, your business has to be an active for-profit business. We also talked about the first factor to consider, which is, what do I feel comfortable doing? What do I see myself having success in? And we talked about the reason that that's so important is that in order to renew your visa, you're going to need to show that your business is somewhat successful. And the second question that you want to ask yourself is, how much can I invest in this business? Because to qualify for an E2 visa, you have to make a substantial investment in your business. So you want to pick a business where you can imagine yourself investing a substantial amount in that business. So I hope you found this video very helpful. I hope that this video helps to clarify in your mind what type of a business you want to invest in, or at the very least, I hope that this has helped you narrow down your choices. There's a lot to choose from. Like I mentioned, you can do a brand new startup, you can invest in a franchise, You can sell products, you can do a service-based business. There are so many possibilities, but hopefully this has helped you narrow down some of those choices. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you on the next one.